A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political development, Republican Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri has joined forces with Senate Democrats to advance legislation aimed at banning members of Congress from buying, selling, or owning individual stocks. The measure, which emerged from the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee with an 8-7 vote, reflects a growing bipartisan concern over the ethics of stock trading by lawmakers. While Hawley's initiative, initially dubbed the Preventing Elected Leaders from Owning Securities and Investments, Pelosi Act, has been rebranded as the Honest Act, it has sparked intense debate among Senate Republicans. Hawley, who has positioned himself as a champion of ethical governance, emphasized the need for transparency and accountability in Congress. "I practice what I preach," he stated during the committee discussions, highlighting his own lack of involvement in stock trading. This sentiment, however, was met with resistance from fellow Republicans, particularly Senator Rick Scott, who defended the rights of wealthy lawmakers and criticized what he termed the unfair targeting of affluent individuals. Scott's comments underscored a divide within the Republican Party, as he expressed disdain for the notion that wealth should be viewed negatively in American society. The proposed legislation would not only prohibit members of Congress and their spouses from trading or holding individual stocks, but would also mandate annual compliance certifications to ensure adherence to the new rules. Moreover, the legislation aims to extend these restrictions to the president and vice president, although these provisions would not take effect until after the current administration leaves office. The bill's passage through the committee marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing discourse surrounding congressional ethics and stock trading. Despite the bipartisan support for the measure, many Senate Republicans voiced their opposition, arguing that existing blind trusts provide adequate safeguards against potential conflicts of interest. Hawley countered this perspective, asserting that blind trusts often serve as loopholes that allow lawmakers to maintain influence over their investments. The Honest Act has garnered attention not only for its content, but also for the political dynamics it has unveiled. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi expressed her support for the legislation, acknowledging the creativity of her Republican colleagues in drafting its provisions. However, the bill has also drawn criticism from prominent figures, including former President Donald Trump, who initially expressed conceptual support for the idea, but later disparaged Hawley, calling him a second-tier senator on social media. Trump's remarks reflect the complex relationship between the former president and the Missouri senator, as well as the broader challenges facing the GOP in navigating issues of wealth and privilege within their ranks. As the bill moves forward, it remains uncertain whether it will receive a floor vote in the Republican-controlled Senate, highlighting the contentious nature of this legislative effort. The ongoing debate surrounding the Honest Act underscores the need for transparency and ethical standards in public service, as lawmakers grapple with the implications of their financial decisions on public trust. In the coming weeks, the political landscape will continue to evolve as proponents and opponents of the legislation engage in discussions about the future of stock trading among elected officials. The outcome of this legislative push could have lasting implications for the ethical standards governing Congress, as well as the broader perception of lawmakers and their financial dealings in the eyes of the American public. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.